What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. How is everybody doing? I was just shutting something down. That's why I looked like I was a million miles away. I'm not just already feeling the pressure of this game. I tell you what, last time I did a match view, it did not go well. Not in the sense that like the match view itself went fine, but last time I did a match view, Liverpool at Old Trafford, and a little bit concerned about that today. It must be said, just a smidge concerned about that today. Flex and KG mentioned in the road trip earlier today. They were like, "Man, Owen gets the games. Owen gets the games. KG, it's just KG show. I'm just holding down the fort today. I'm just holding down the fort." But man, he knows how to pick them. He really does know how to pick them. But I hope you're all doing very well, having a good Saturday so far. I hope you had a good bonfire night. If you had it last night's fireworks, I'm not a fan. I know I mentioned this yesterday. I'm just really not a fan. I've got a dog as well, and it's one of those things like, bless her, she was hiding under the bed all last night as well because she was scared. You know, it's not nice, is it? It isn't nice. But anyway, we moved on. Fireworks happened last night. Maybe they'll happen today at Old Trafford as well. I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible. I really, really am. I'm trying my best to be as optimistic as possible. I would be lying to you guys if I said that I felt what I'm saying when it comes to this optimism, but we'll see. We'll see, because who knows? At this point, it really is a case of just like, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen when it comes to Manchester United? But as always, guys, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what your score predictions are. Let me know how you're feeling about today's game. We'll get your comments up on the screen as always. Be sure to smash a like on the video too. M. Shah says, "Hi Owen, how you feeling?" Nervous. Bit of, I'll be honest, a bit of dread. And I would be so happy, so happy for those words after the match come back. Like, why were you feeling so like dread and all this kind of stuff? Why were you feeling like that? You were wrong. Don't worry. We got through it in the end. I so hope that's the case. I would be lying though. I would be lying if I said that is completely accurate. Let's get into the team news. I can show you the team news on the screen there. So it's David De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. By the way, the transitions into the team news. Woo. Josh is very good. Josh is very, very good. Very good. He is world class. He's the next level up in terms of graphics and all that kind of stuff. This is all Josh. He is a genius. He really is. So David De Gea in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. Victor Lindelof does make it, of course. We knew he was going to make it. Remember yesterday, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he's a doubt, but I expect him to make it. So, of course, Victor Lindelof is playing. Harry Maguire and Eric Bailly make up the back three, because it's going to be a back 3/5 with Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw as wingbacks on the right and left-hand side, respectively. Then we have McFred, because it's a big game. Of course, McFred. It has to be McFred in the big game. You knew that was going to happen. And Bruno Fernandes in the midfield with them in that midfield three. Then partnering Cristiano Ronaldo up front, you have Mason Greenwood, which is a bit of a surprising one, but I did just listen to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer interview before the game on Sky, and he said that Marcus Rashford essentially had picked up an injury in Italy, and it had been touch and go with him all week. He was cleared this morning, but Rashford has a knock. And in fairness, considering Rashford's history of being held together with blue tack, string and glue for the last however many years, I would rather not. I would rather not rush him or push him into a game which he really shouldn't be playing. We've got the players that we can, if Marcus Rashford isn't fit, start Mason Greenwood, start Anthony Martial. You know, that's why you have these players in your squad, right? So Mason Greenwood starting up front with Cristiano Ronaldo. And what a story that is, to be honest. What a story that is. Think about it, you know. Mason Greenwood, was he even alive when Cristiano Ronaldo signed for United all the way back in 2003? I don't know. Mason Greenwood's what? Is he 21 now? I got to do the maths in my head. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was. Either way, Mason Greenwood up front with Ronaldo. What a story that is. You know, Manchester United graduate up front with one of the most iconic Manchester United players of all time. Tremendous stuff. But yes, that's the starting lineup. We're sticking with the back three, back five, however one you look at it. Back seven, as some people would say, with Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Bailly, Shaw, McTominay, and Fred. Certainly could get into like a back seven at times, couldn't it? On the subs bench, you have Dean Henderson, Alex Telles, Diogo Dalot, Jesse Lingard, Nemanja Matic, Donny van der Beek, Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, and Jadon Sancho. KG's already ringing me, by the way. KG's already ringing me. Let me get him up on the... KG. What a troll he is. What a troll. Did you see that? This is it. Every time this happens, he'll like every time I do a match view as well. I try and get the call, and it all goes wrong. Let me try again. I have to hold it up to like the microphone as well, because it never usually works. See if this is actually. It is ringing. It is ringing. See if we can get it. Fingers crossed. Mr. Unreliable, someone saying in the comments. I agree. That's a disgrace. See, this is why I don't bother doing these all the time, because no one picks up on me. No one picks up on me. It's a disgrace. Awful. Let's go back to this. I mean, come on. This is just, you know, look, everyone's saying it in the chat. You know, Abdallah says RIP Manchester United. G421 says KG on DS. Well, he's brought it with him. He's playing a game. He'll play a game of Nintendogs as the game goes on today. Or is it Animal Crossing? What's like some really old school Nintendo DS games? Remember, what was it? Brain Training. Remember that? Remember like Brain Training? You used to go on DS and you do your Sudokus and your little like games every day. It was meant to like, I don't know, strengthen your brain. And then they had like your brain age at the end of it. And they were like, your brain age is of like, I don't know, like a 20-year-old or whatever. I didn't really understand that, to be honest with you. Like, your brain age of a 90-year-old. Wait, it's experience. It's experience, right? So, hopefully, KG, let's try Flex. Let's see what Flex says. Let's see if Flex can actually, let's see if anyone's actually going to pick up the phone. Let's try Flex. Because I have a cool screen that I can like switch to if anyone actually does pick up on me. Do you like my phone case as well? It is of Man United. No one question real fans. Flex isn't even ringing, which is a start. That's good. Well, don't bother. Don't bother. Do you know what is scary? This is exactly what happened last time. If you watched the match view of me last time with the Liverpool game, I tried to call Flex, I tried to call KG, and they didn't pick up, and then we lost 5-0. I blame it on them. I said it would be on them. Steffi Jenks says, yes, absolutely. Steffi Jenks, you have her sorted. I have you guys. I don't need them. Leaving me here, going to Old Trafford, enjoying themselves. How dare they? How dare they? Leaving me to suffer as Man United lose 7-0 today. And I get put in those compilation videos again. Did you see them, by the way, last time? Last time I did the thing as well because it was just so shambolic. I ended up on all of these compilations. I dread. It is what it is. It's what it is. Predictions, guys. What do we think in terms of predictions today? Devil's Advocate says poor Owen. Exactly. Rotham says sack Jose Gunnar Solskjaer. 7 at the back. That was like the famous like Jose's last stand, wasn't it, at Anfield? When he had that like 8 at the back formation. You remember that? When they had like literally it was like a back 8. Ed Edwards says Flex and KG already hiding. Exactly. They can't face the music. I'm here with a brave face on. I'm here with a brave face. I'm going to be watching the game. I'm with you guys for better or for worse. Whatever happens, whether we concede 10 million goals, whether we win, we'll be here. We'll be celebrating it together. Exactly. G41 says we need a full view from Old Trafford. That would be a lot of fun. I would love that. I really would. Adam Collins says 1-1. Ed Edwards says 2-2. M. Shah saying 1-1. Simon McGill says, Owen, have a beer, mate. We're going to win. You know, I'm not much of a beer drinker, to be honest with you, Simon. I'm not. This is what I like about these match views, because they're very informal, you know, because it feels like my aim for these kind of things is to give, like, the feeling of, like, you know, when you're just watching a game with your mates or whatever. And sometimes you can't. So I try and give like the feeling of you're just watching it with friends, whether it's in the free seats in the chat or whether it's with myself. But I'm not much of a drinker. I'm not really a beer drinker. I tried when I was like younger to be like one of those like gin connoisseurs. I don't mind like gin, but I went into one of those like gin bars before, and I just got found out completely. I was like, oh, what kind of have you got? And, you know, they started saying stuff, and I had no clue what they were on about. And there's like an app you can download as well that you find like what's the perfect mixer with it and stuff like that. And I was just so out of my depth. I really was. I was so out of my depth. And Artificial Flower says, you'd think it's a 5-3-2, but it's actually a 7-3. I thought you were talking about the scoreline for a second. I thought you were talking about the scoreline was going to be 7-3. Who too? Yes, but the game is what? 8 minutes again. Do you know, the thing is now, I'm hesitant to try and call them again because I don't want to be embarrassed. Screw it, Owen. Stop being so vain. Try KG once more. I bet they won't pick up. I bet they won't. This is the thing. When it's me on a match view, straight away, give it a couple of rings, straight in. KG, you're live on the channel. God. I can't hear a word you're saying. I can hear you, but it's just noise. It's just noise. All right, I'll call Flex. I can barely hear you. That was horrible. That was horrible. It sounded like he was in the middle of like an explosion. I'll try Flex, but I mean, man. KG's got not only the Tesco Wi-Fi, but Tesco sound on his phone. Man, it sounded like he was in like a Tesco bakery oven, to be honest with you. We'll try Flex, but maybe that's not going to be any better. Let's try Flex. Flex won't even pick up. Let's try Flex. Yeah. Don't even want to talk about it. Don't even want to talk about it. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Don't even want to talk about it. No. I mean, can you see as well? You can see as well, like, how much time I'd spent in to put in, like, Flex's picture up there and everything before the game. Oh. What a waste of time. I was getting the pictures in and all this kind of stuff. I might just pretend... Maybe if I pretend I'm Flex and I'm having a conversation with myself, then maybe it's actually worth the time I put into it. Maybe it's the time I put into it. Okay, Flex, what do you think the score is going to be today? Well, I think we have to be. I think we have to be positive. I think we have to be rational. I think it's going to be a tough game. We all know it's going to be a tough game, but Derby's a one-off, and what else does normally Flex say? Oh, nah. It's difficult. It's Old Trafford. We go again. Theatre dreams. Hope and pray. Nah. And then KG will come in with... Oh, I've got to change the picture again. Then KG will come in with... Kaboom! Oh, I'll just walk out. I would just walk out. I don't even care about it. Nah, bruv. I'll just walk out. No. Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek's got to play. Go back to Flex. KG, you're being too reckless, mate. Nah. You're being reckless. Nah. Well, I got that's at least I actually, the time I spent into making those images, I got out of it in the end. So maybe we'll try again at half time. If not, look forward to that at half time. We'll talk to Flex and KG through myself. That's what we will do. We'll talk to them through me at half time. This is a one-man operation today. I'm doing the match view, I'm doing the match reaction. I'm being Flex, I'm being KG as well. I'm telling you. Teams are coming out right now. So we'll get the scoreboard up as well. It does look good, all that, though, doesn't it? We're all flicking around and all that kind of stuff. It is good. I do like it a lot. Josh has done a tremendous job. Be sure to smash a like on the video, by the way. We're only at 82 likes. See if we can get it to at least 100. But I'm nervous, guys. I'm very nervous. I don't know if you can tell. I'm very, very nervous. Richard Ting said, Owen going crazy. Madness mood beginning to get back. I'm just trying to sort of, if you can't laugh, then you'll probably end up crying. And I refuse to cry on stream. But to be honest, it depends how bad it's going to get. Let me get the chats up a bit bigger. See what you guys are saying. There is some optimism in there. Anthony says we're going to be good. Good for you, Anthony. Good for you. It's good to have some optimism in it. We need it. We need some optimism. Give me all the optimism you can. Victor says, keep calm. Keep calm. Get yourself a glass of hot water and some cookies. That's a disgrace. I know I haven't really spoken about that much, but it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Warm water and cookies, man. Just awful. I don't know. I've got my coffee. I've got a coffee here. Because I'm just going to need some caffeine to get through it, I think. Even being up, like, I know it's like midday now, but I'm not, it's not, technically it's afternoon now, but all morning I've been getting everything ready, you know, for all this kind of stuff today. And I'm not a morning guy at all. Look at the bags under my eyes. Look, I'm just perpetually tired. I look perpetually exhausted. Even if I slept for like 10 hours, you'd get up and you'd be like, oh, you look really tired. I'd be like, I know. Lucas says, waking up at 5:30 a.m. to watch this. I appreciate that, Lucas. I mean, the dedication is awesome. I mean, not just the dedication to, you know, this channel, but dedication to Manchester United. I mean, I sympathise with you, you know. People might laugh, but obviously people probably seen it on YouTube before. I'm a big wrestling fan. And you have to stay up early to watch those shows, man. You really do. You really, really do. We're going to have a minute's silence, of course, because it's for Remembrance Sunday. So we will observe this. They're just laying out the reefs, I think, at the moment. I don't know if we're going to have a minute's silence. I think we probably will. Come on, then. Let's feel optimistic. Come on. Let's feel optimistic. Let's try and build this up. Come on. I'm feeling good. Have a different one. Just messaging DJ, getting the game ready. Right, I gotta get my timer ready. Got to make sure my timer's right. I remember the first time I had one of these match views, Hammer Guys had a haircut. I need one as well. I look like crap. First time I did a match view, the timer just hated me. And like after 60 minutes wouldn't work and all this kind of stuff. It was a shambles. It really was. I can't hear anything in my headphones. Come on. Let's throw some positivity out there, guys. Let's feel positive. Come on. It's gonna be better than before. We can do this together. We can get through this. I mean, I'm trying to, like, convince myself. I will be honest with you. I really will. But come on, we can do this, guys. Come on. Right, the match is underway. We're off. Timer is working. Scoreboard's up. Come on, then. Come on, let's... how long did it take before Liverpool scored against us last time, by the way? I have a feeling it was not particularly too long, right? So we don't want to have that again. Bradley's in the house, says, big up, Owen. How you doing, Bradley? Hope you're having a good day, pal. Big up to the mods, as always. Keeping us safe from those spammers in there. So let's just settle. I would hope we just settle well in the first few minutes because we didn't against Liverpool. Scott McTominay's on the ball. Actually, a little bit ahead. Well, no, actually, I'm bang on with my timer. Eric Bailly on the ball, goes to pass it. Passes it completely right back to, I believe that's... Is that Diaz or Laporte? But United... This is going to be the game already. This is going to be the game. 60 seconds in, City going to have the ball. They're going to knock it around. United are going to be in a defensive position. They're going to try and hold out first 10, 15 minutes, which they should. We shouldn't be going 1-0 down immediately like we were before. Nothing like that. So, come on. Josh is in the house. No. I did it, Josh. I did it. We're working. I actually made it. Big up, Josh. This is all possible because of Josh. He is a genius. Calls himself, was it a visual ninja? He is better than that. He is a visual god. He is visual Thanos. Or visual whatever. If you think of a better superhero, super villain, that is what Josh is. He's a genius. Fred wins the ball back. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nearly at the halfway line. Ball's won back easily by Manchester City. It's going to be one of those games. Laporte on the ball. Puts it out wide to Phil Foden. Foden's on the left-hand side, or Wan-Bissaka's right. So it's going to be Foden and Wan-Bissaka. Cristiano Ronaldo's already put his hands out like that to say, I don't know what I'm meant to be doing, which is not good after 2 minutes. Oh, dear. Kevin De Bruyne. To Bernardo Silva is quite a lot deeper, I think. Gundogan. Good player, Gundogan. He really is. Kevin De Bruyne puts it to, that's Bernardo Silva. Silva's in the box. Shoots way over the bar. A little bit of a threat, though. A little bit of a threat. This is going to be the game. This is going to be the whole game. It really is. Jan watching from Indonesia. Appreciate you joining us today. Be sure to smash a like and subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Plenty to come today, of course. We've got this. We've got the match reaction with DJ and myself. Flex and KG are at the game, so they will be doing the fan views afterwards. You won't want to miss them. Depending on either way what the result's going to be, you're not going to want to miss it. Man United try and play out from the back. Harry Maguire just huffs it long and go straight back to Manchester City already. So this is going to be the game. You know, people will say Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't press. He's going to have to do a lot of it. Ball out wide. Phil Foden. United are you can see that back five. It's a flat back five. Fred and McTominay aren't exactly in the middle of the centre-backs. They are in the defence midfield positions, but they will go deeper. There's no doubt about it. Jesus is starting out wide right. So once again, City don't have a striker. They're not really playing a striker. That's the attacking midfielder is going to dip in and out. Makes it difficult. Certainly makes it difficult to operate against. No doubt about it. Ball in. Gabriel Jesus. Maguire wins it back. Shaw kind of flicks a leg at it. Oof. Shaw's holding his head. He might go down there. Mason Greenwood, though, travelling with the ball here. United just want to keep it, I think. Eric Bailly. Greenwood once again. Fred, bit of space now. Turn out. Put it out wide to Ronaldo. Ronaldo out wide on the left. Go on then. Ronaldo up against Walker. What can you do, Cristiano? Already isolated. 2-on-1. Oh, it's a bit left in on him, referee. Come on. Did he give it? I think he did. Have a word. Have a word with Jesus trying to kick Cristiano Ronaldo 4 minutes in. No, thank you. Mohammed Dika says, joining late. What is your prediction, Owen? No, I have no idea. I have no idea anymore, Manchester United. I'm telling you. Rotem says, are we Burnley? But look, I don't know. Look, if we have to be Burnley today to win the game, I'll take it. And Ollie knows that. Because if he has another result like a Liverpool one, he's in a lot of trouble. He knows it. Luke Shaw standing over this free kick. This is what we got to make count today, it looks like. Shaw, free kick. Whips the ball in. Maguire. Oh, that went far. That's better, though. Come on. Come on. Let's actually threaten here. Shaw, it's a great ball into the box. Harry Maguire runs first. It's a good header. It's not really anywhere near, in fairness. But Maguire gets ahead of Diaz. Watches all the way. They might actually come off Diaz, to be honest with you. I'm not sure Maguire gets that much on it. Either way, United threaten, not wanting to continually go back to, obviously, what happened before with Liverpool. But remember, Bruno Fernandes should have made it 1-0 against Liverpool. Garrett Webster says, dude, you're doing a great job. Love the little bits of explaining strategy while commentating. I appreciate that. I tell you what I'm not good at is moving this chat. Oh, dear, Owen. Oh, dear. Let's move that there so you can see Garrett's great comment about me so I can actually stroke my ego a little bit. I appreciate that. It's difficult. It's difficult commentating. I think KG's better at it than myself. De Bruyne, edge of the box. Hits it. It's deflected by Fred. Man United win it back. Fernandes to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes got the ball on the edge of his box. The press is certainly there from Man City. Wan-Bissaka goes long. Goes straight back to Man City. De Bruyne now on the ball. Gabriel Jesus, a lot of space, about 30 yards out, about 25 yards out. Puts it up to the right-hand side. Kyle Walker's going to whip it in, whips it in. Gundogan, oh, it's a cross goal. It's cleared by Victor Lindelof. That could have been a goal. Already, just a simple ball into the box, and that was it. Cancelo puts it in. Eric Bailly, an own goal. Man United 1-0 down, 6 minutes. The danger was there from the first cross. The danger was there already. It was a simple ball into the box and the threat was there. Victor Lindelof does well, but another ball back in. Eric Bailly sliding in there erratically. He played well against Atalanta, but it's an own goal and it's 1-0 Manchester City already. And this is very concerning because this is going to be a long day now. What did we say before the game? You have to, the first 10-15 minutes, stay solid, and we haven't done it. It's happening again. So we'll see the initial cross. Kyle Walker puts it in. Gundogan puts it across. Victor Lindelof does wow. He does very well. Ball comes back out. United don't get out quick enough. Nobody's going out to Cancelo. Nobody. Bruno Fernandes is a weak press, puts the ball in, and Eric Bailly just slides in. He doesn't need to do it. It's erratic. It's erratic like Eric Bailly. He doesn't need to do that. As he's trying to block the cross, he gets it completely wrong. David De Gea has no chance. And here we go again. Here we go again. And look, Eric Bailly played well in the week. There's no doubt about it. He did play well. I like Eric Bailly, but that's the problem with Eric Bailly. He's erratic. He is erratic. And we laugh about it in the week. We do. We laugh about Eric Bailly being, he flies into tackles and he does slide in tackles, but he does that. That is typical Eric Bailly. Typical Eric Bailly. Erratic. And now it's worrying because the fans are going to feel apprehensive. The players, they won't have forgotten. I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can talk about, we've forgotten about Liverpool. You don't think now, after going 1-0 down in 6 minutes, they're thinking, here we go again. They're thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to happen again. And it can happen again. We are in a really, really dangerous position now because this can go downhill quickly. Really downhill quickly. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was talking about Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury, got to get up off the mat. Got to compose yourself. Well, let's be the Gypsy King now. Because your Man United career might be hanging in a balance, Ollie, with this. Because this could go bad quickly. And realistically, again, it's like this just shows our defensive problems. That's the first chance. The ball in the box. So I said the threat was there straight away. Bailly's just, I don't know, he's losing his head at the moment. I don't know what's going on. The hair goes long. Oof. Ronaldo just tried to jump and John Stones did that thing where he just sort of stands there and he just rolled him. Ronaldo's landed heavily on his back there. This isn't going to be good, guys. This ain't going to be good. Oh, what do I have to do all these pissing match views like this? Oh, every time. I'm the bad. I put the blame on myself. It's my fault. I might send KG a message, ask him if he's doing brain training already or playing Nintendogs or something. or playing Pokemon. I'm trying to think of those like really original DS games. I can only think of Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training. I loved it. I played that every day. And it does actually, I felt like it did help my brain. I got really good at Sudokus. Cancelo's down the left-hand side. United barely touched the ball. Gundogan sipped it to Diaz, to Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. The whole point of this back five is that we're more defensively robust. They have one chance and they score. The first chance. Diaz shifts it out wide. Cancelo, straight ball. Maguire gets ahead to it. Fred, right turn. Get your foot on the ball. Fred, where's your out? God, and the press is just too strong. Straight away, Bruno Fernandes wins a free kick. And to be honest, he does well there because we were in trouble immediately. Fred had the ball. 4 players, bang, surrounded him. No option, no out ball. Where's the strategy now? We're 1-0 down, and we're still going to have 5 behind the ball. Hits it long to Luke Shaw. Straight to a City head. Rodri. Kevin De Bruyne puts it back. Now, they already have possession once again. Fred's already looking around going, what am I supposed to do? And we're 10 minutes in. We're 10 minutes in. We can't play like this. The strategy, I'm no football expert, guys. I'm just a fan. But I can say after 10 minutes, whatever strategy we're trying to do today ain't working. We're playing ridiculously deep. Our press is non-existent. City are going to slice through us like a hot butter through a knife. That's the wrong way around. Hot knife through butter. Foden. Fred's on the ball once again. Where's the pass? Fernandes. Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Okay. Let's actually switch the ball. Out wide. Oh, it's a poor pass. It's gone straight to Gabriel Jesus. Wasn't long enough to Shaw. Kevin De Bruyne, 25 yards out. Get the ball then. It's going to go out for a City throw. Yeah, it does. Manchester City throw. Bruno Fernandes trying to tell people to calm down. He's telling people to calm down. He gave the ball away, Bruno. Opening 12 minutes, 72% possession, Man City, 28 to Manchester United. I mean, that just shows, the goal shows the fragility. It really does. Elliot McShine says there, look, we got pressurised, which we collapsed under, and a second good cross, and it made a huge mistake. I really can't. I mean, it really is. It really is. I mentioned it before the game. We joke about it, but this is what I was apprehensive about, because we've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it all season. So, of course, I really don't know, honestly, guys. Oh, great. Zayn Miasi's here. The problem is, this is when I know, life's getting bad. I can't even go back to Zayn Miasi. I can't. You're rolling, or you've got a guy that's cheering. I don't know what he is. He looks like a snot going goal. But, I can't even go back to you, Zayn. I can't. I can't get back to you. You're right. You're right to laugh. If I was a fan of another side, I'd be laughing. I'd be like, Manchester United are crap. The Devil's Advocate says it's like Groundhog Day. I'm telling you. I don't want to be that guy said, I told you so. I told you I feel like Bill Murray. Every single day, alarm goes off. I can't remember what that song is in Groundhog Day. He hits it, bang. Well, it's Groundhog Day. How many more weeks of winter he got? Puxatawny Phil. Cross comes in once again. Oof. Nearly went to Phil Foden. But City are threatening, and it's going to be a long night, guys. Maybe we should try and entertain ourselves with something else again. Last time I did the match reaction, I just started talking about fishes. So if you've got any nice puns, or you want to tell me, I don't know, your favourite packet of crisps, or something like that. Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, 25 yards out. De Bruyne puts it back to Rodri. But notice I'm just talking about City players because United aren't touching the ball. Phil Foden, cross blocked by Eric Bailly this time. Wan-Bissaka tries to clear up the line. Just sort of slices it, went out for a throw-in anyway. Unification Bursary says, shout-outs from Toronto, Owen. I really want to go to Canada one day. I really do. I'd love to go to Canada. Foul to Manchester City. Wan-Bissaka on Phil Foden. City have a free kick on the Manchester United right-hand side. Looks like they'll probably whip it into the box. Garrett says, salt and vinegar, kettle cooked. I'm not a salt and vinegar fan. I'm really not. They just... I mean, I'll eat them. Look at the size of me. Of course, I'll eat any crisp, but... I like the, like, you know when you had, like, prawn cocktail Wotsits? Or you had, like, prawn cocktail Quavers? And you can't really find them. Get, like, 3 in a multi-pack. I'd eat them straight away. Ball into the box. Headed away by Cristiano Ronaldo, of all people. Ball comes out. Fred's chasing down Rodri. Rodri puts it back to Kyle Walker. City retain possession still. I think those possession stats we saw before with City having over 72% possession, I think they've only got higher. They really do. Trying to have a look at what formation we're playing. The only thing you can see is that we've got this back 5, and then there is literally this sort of front 5 that is in such a compact block. And like that back 5 is rich. Oh, Lindelof's nearly passed it straight back to Foden. Bernardo Silva wins back. We can't even keep the ball. I mean, these possession stats, I'm not even joking, could get embarrassing. Because they could be like 85-15 or something by the end of this first half. We're 15 minutes in. We have barely touched the ball. Edison's got the ball. The press up front is non-existent. Ronaldo's trying. Like, literally, there is that press. Bruno's trying to close him down, but it's not quick. We're hardly hunting in packs. It is so easy for Manchester City to pass the ball around. It's outrageous. Bruno Fernandes is looking at Mason Greenwood, telling him to do something. Fred's pointing around. The United players are just pointing because they don't know what's going on. Switch to Cancelo, and here we go. Left-hand side, Phil Foden. He's one-on-one with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Blocked by Wan-Bissaka, well, kind of. Ball still went in the box. Bruno Fernandes luckily gets fouled by Foden. Manchester United win a free kick. Bruno Fernandes is telling the entire backline, push up, and he's right. Literally, that backline, there's a back 5, and they're not even wing-backs. Like Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, they're not even operating as wing-backs. It's a flat back 5, and they are on the edge of their box. Bruno Fernandes is telling them, get up. How are we meant to press when our back 5 is still on the edge of the box? Oh, we've given it away immediately. Kevin De Bruyne once again. Fred loses it. Oh, Rodri once again, and immediately they have possession again. This is just crazy. This is crazy. This performance so far is horrendous. De Bruyne whips it in, headed away by Eric Bailly. Rodri shifts it out wide to Cancelo. Said it would be a long 90. I didn't think it would be this long, but my goodness. Cancelo once again. Foden on the left-hand side, shifts it out wide. Gundogan, plenty of room, 25 yards out. Passes it to Bernardo Silva. He's got even more room. Bernardo Silva cuts inside, passes it to Kevin De Bruyne. Bruyne goes for a through ball to Foden, goes out for a goal kick. God, oh my goodness. What do we think KG's playing already? Think of some other games on Nintendo DS. Zelda. The United fans are trying to sort of say to people, come on. Oh my goodness. So basically they were going to play out from the back and David De Gea told him to get up and the crowd are applauding. The crowd are applauding because they don't want to see him pass it out from the pissing back when we can't do it. Long ball, kicks it long. Kyle Walker gets it, hits it long straight away as well. It just literally heads back up the pitch. But that's the point. They're like, the crowd know. This is the thing as well. The crowd are openly applauding because David De Gea went long. Instead of passing it out from the back, they know what's wrong. They can see it's not working. Bruno Fernandes once again wins a free kick. That's like 3 times he's been fouled already, by the way, guys. Ridiculous. And Blue Dabba Dabba says Mario Kart. Of course. How could I forget about Mario Kart with Nintendo DS? So United actually have the ball a little bit here. Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes. Once again, he kicked. That's a foul. Right, that's Gabriel Jesus. How many fouls has he done already now? That's at least 2 or 3. We're going to start totting them up. Surely he has to be... I know I'm clutching at straws here. I know. But Bruno Fernandes has been openly kicked like 3 or 4 times already. Ugh. Gundogan to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne up before he slipped, but he was in a lot of room. Cancelo once again. Passes it to Phil Foden. I tell you, the system or the tactics that we are playing so far is not going to win us this game. I'm confident in saying that after 20 minutes. I really am. I really am. Stones. Just to De Bruyne. Harry Maguire wins the ball. De Bruyne goes down. Ball shifted over the top. Ronaldo's running onto it. What's going on here then? We stopped. Ronaldo just kicks the ball back. Was a flag up for offside? I don't really know what's going on at the moment. Zayn Miasi's back once again with that little snot emoji guy. Or was it a pair? And just says thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the contribution, Zayn. Like I said, normally I would banter Zayn Miasi. There's nothing wrong with that by Harry Maguire gets the ball. Normally I would banter Zayn Miasi, but I just don't even have the energy to do that today because I'm a realist. I can't banter Zayn Miasi when United are shit. Now, Arsenal are playing better football than us at the moment. How embarrassing is that? Gabriel Jesus on the right-hand side. Passes it to De Bruyne. Goes for a free ball. Maguire intercepts. And immediately, once again, McTominay just dangles a foot here. And they win it back immediately. The press is just horrific. But the press from, defence for them or the press in the midfield, they have so much room. With just a flat back five. Like I said, Wan-Bissaka and Shaw are not wing-backs. They're not. Here's Wan-Bissaka now, actually travelling forward with the ball. You can see, though, there is literally nothing forward. It's taken ages for them to get up with them. Wan-Bissaka passes it to Ronaldo. Wan-Bissaka giving the ball away immediately. João Cancelo wins it back now. Goes down the left-hand side. We might be in a bit of trouble here because he's got a lot of room to run into. Cancelo puts it across. Fred intercepts. Goes out for a corner. It just ain't gonna go well, man. Oh my God. This is honestly, there are no tactics. There are not. We can't string a pass together. And is that necessarily on Ollie? I don't know. The players look lost. Absolutely lost. You've got players flailing their arms, trying to figure out what's going on, saying to press, to get up, people to press with them. We're not hunting impacts. We're not pushing up at all. Foden puts the ball in for a corner. Headed away by Victor Lindelof. But of course, Manchester City still have possession because we've barely touched it. Ball in by Cancelo, headed away by Bruno Fernandes this time. And now push out, get out. Now get up, Manchester United. Ball's gone all the way back to Ederson. Are we actually going to squeeze up? I mean, I can't really see on the screen. Not really. Not that much. Oh, my goodness. It's been 22 minutes and it feels like 60 already. We had that one sort of, it's not even really a chance. Harry Maguire had the header from the free kick. Apart from that, all Man City, if you're joining late. Obviously, you can see on the screen it's 1-0 Man City. Eric Bailly with an own goal. United, echoes of the Liverpool performance. Tactically shocking. Don't know what the system is. Flat back five. Two in midfield, couldn't press a button. Crowd are trying. But this is this could get ugly. It really could. Ronaldo. I feel bad for him. I really do feel bad for him because he already looks completely isolated. Maguire stepping up a little bit. Shifts it out wide to Luke Shaw. But City know we're going nowhere. That's the thing. We're passing it around. City, you can tell. You can just watch it. Here, when he passed it to Shaw, then it went back and it even went out for a throw-in and all this kind of City. No, we're not going anywhere. Fred puts it out wide to Maguire once again. A bit of space to run into. Maguire out wide to Shaw. He's going to pass it backwards. Because, of course. There we go. McTominay. Do something with it. Passes it. Eric Bailly. About 30 yards out. Eric Bailly once again passes it. Wan-Bissaka can get the ball in the box. Blocked. De Bruyne flicked away. Oh, this is the longest United really have had the ball. Get the ball down, Victor. There you go. Puts it to Maguire. Maguire, he just looks... Oh. Appealing for a free kick is given, where Bernardo Silva fouled Harry Maguire. Every time, and I don't mean to like just be going in on Harry Maguire, but like every time Maguire has the ball at his feet, he looks like he knows he might give it away. He does not look comfortable at all. Eric Bailly now with the ball. Actually goes past Foden. That's good play by Eric Bailly. Right, Greenwood turns, bit of space to run into. Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side. Where's the ball into the box? Passes it to Bruno Fernandes, rather. Fernandes cuts in, shifts it around the box again. Harry Maguire, about 25 yards out. Where are we going? McTominay, Bruno. Where are we going with it? Luke Shaw puts the ball into box. Ronaldo saved. Oh! Chance. Karma came out of nowhere once again. It would have been an individual brilliance by Cristiano Ronaldo. So Bruno, he passes the ball to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw whips the ball into the box. It was a volley by Ronaldo. It's tremendous technique. And Ederson just palms it straight out. It's straight to Greenwood. You think Greenwood's going to tap it in. And as Ederson pushes it out, Greenwood's there. He gets a little bit of pressure from Ruben Diaz and it goes wide. But it would have come out of nowhere. Absolutely would have come out of nowhere. But that's, come on, bit of atmosphere. The crowd are a bit up now. Would have come out of nothing. Absolute nothing. Would have been Cristiano Ronaldo all over again. That would have been individual brilliance, I'm telling you. In fairness, you know, it's good technique by Cristiano Ronaldo, but as a goalkeeper, you would expect Ederson to save it. It is kind of right at him, but it's something. It's something to build on, please. Please. Thor's Hammer says moments. Absolutely. As KG said on Tuesday, give us a moment. Give us a moment. United says, why we use all that money on offensive talent when this is the plan? Crowd are trying to will United into this one. They're doing everything they can. Chris Metcalf says, come on then. Started like we had submitted before the whistle was even blown. It kind of felt like that. It did. But we knew. But that's something to hold on to, that Ronaldo volley there. But we're still 1-0 down. We need more of it. And to be honest, that Eric Bailly just passes it. Doesn't go to Greenwood. All the way back to Ederson. All right, let's press now. Let's actually press. Ronaldo presses Ederson well there. Where's the rest of the press? Stops again. Press just, it is so easy for Manchester City to pass around us. It's like you get one player does a press to Ronaldo, then someone else goes, oh, maybe I should press. And these players are too good. They pass it around us. That press is embarrassing. I can hear Gary Neville groaning on commentary about the press, but he's not going to say anything, is he? Mates FC. Through ball, Phil Foden might be in here. I don't know if he's onside, but he's in. Phil Foden, is he going to square it? Foden, Kevin De Bruyne is blocked by Luke Shaw. Goes out to Jesus. What a save, David De Gea. Oh my goodness, world class. Could have been 2-0, should have been 2-0. David De Gea, unbelievable save. Foden was straight in, cut it back to Kevin De Bruyne. Luke Shaw blocks it, but it comes out to Gabriel Jesus. He hits it. David De Gea just jumps in front of it. Foden might have been offside, I don't know. Might have been Shaw that was playing him on. But he puts it across here, cuts it back. It was blocked by Shaw. It comes out to Jesus, and it's a great save by David De Gea. Tips it over the bar. I don't know where Wan-Bissaka was, it must be said. It's a good save by David De Gea. Saves us once again. Certainly not overrated. Did you see that in the starting 11? David De Gea is overrated. If I had the button, I'd be doing me a favour. Short corner. De Bruyne puts it out to the edge of the box. Cancelo, De Gea tips it over the bar once again. Might have been slightly dramatic, comfortable, but it's another Manchester City corner. It's a short corner. I tell you what, though, he puts it out to Cancelo. It's a camera save by David De Gea, but there is nobody going out. Nobody going out to the edge of the box. The lack of press is everywhere. And once again, you can see already, Cancelo's on the edge of the box with nobody there. He is free on the edge of the box. If he runs in, it's a free run. And he puts it back out there to Cancelo, who volleys it, goes over the bar. I could see that from here. I could see that from here. That is ridiculous. Nobody, they just left him. He had a shot a second ago and he nearly scored, and they left him again. Oh, my goodness. And now De Gea's pointing out like we're going to go short. The crowd are frustrated. Here we go. We're going to try to play out from the back again. Lindelof just goes back to Manchester City. Of course it does. Why are we trying to play out from the pissing back? Can't do it. It's a free kick to Man City. Bruno Fernandes foul on Cancelo. John Stones on the ball now. 30 minutes in, 15 to go in the first half. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 0. Over 250 watching. Smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Fat Thor says he's hit the like button. You should too. Greenwood. Tackled easily by City. City win the ball back again. That's a familiar phrase that I've said time and time again in this half so far. Gundogan to Foden, left-hand side. I'll tell you what, Foden's had so much freedom on that left-hand side. Ball in, Bernardo Silva, hit out by Victor Lindelof. Mason Greenwood flicks it on, goes back to Laporte, or Diaz rather. Phil Foden, once again, left-hand side. Sliding tackle by Wan-Bissaka. So I just did a bit of a sigh there because I just kind of was like, here we go. Manchester United throw in. Maybe a bit of a reprieve here. Easy for me to say. It's going to be one of those ones though, isn't it? Like, this is like, we'll have this throw in. What's the bet? And City will have the ball back in possession in maybe like 5 seconds. United have another throw. This United team, though, to be honest, they just look shell-shocked. They look absolutely shell-shocked that they know that another Man City goal is coming. Like right now, Gabriel Jesus once again has the ball about 30 yards out. Kyle Walker, right-hand side. Closest United have come to getting a goal was, guess what? Moment by Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. Puts it out to Kyle Walker once again. Oh, Fred nearly wins it back. Oh. Oh. Ball shifted to Cancelo, left-hand side. It's all going down that left. Cancelo and Foden. Foden's one-on-one with Wan-Bissaka. Foden puts it in the box. Oh, it's nearly another own goal. David De Gea, unbelievable save. Foden put the ball in. Victor Lindelof nearly put it in his own net. David De Gea makes an unbelievable save with his feet. That's two. That's 2 quality saves by David De Gea. It should be 3-0. It should be 3-0 already. United are clinging on, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, frankly, is clinging on by his fingernails at this point. David De Gea, overrated my arse. We're just seeing the replay once again. It's just shifted out to the left-hand side. You can see it there. Left-hand side, Wan-Bissaka. For playing a back five, Wan-Bissaka is still isolated. It's 2-on-1. So Phil Foden cuts it back, and Victor Lindelof just dangles a foot out of it, and David De Gea makes a save with his feet. It's great reaction saves. City have the ball back anyway. Gabriel Jesus, one-on-one with Harry Maguire. Kyle Walker. Jesus is going to put the ball in the box once again. We've been so vulnerable from these crosses so far. Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's another tremendous save by David De Gea. Once again, that's 3. Now, this could be 4-0 at this point if it wasn't for David De Gea. We're getting the Jesus save. We're getting the Victor Lindelof save. We're getting the Kevin De Bruyne save. David De Gea is just saving our skin at the moment. United are just there. We're there on the ropes. Talk about this Tyson Fury analogy right now. We would be like, we are wobbly-legged. This could be anything at this point. It's a tremendous strike by Kevin De Bruyne. It's actually touch out of his feet straight away. And De Gea tips it around the post for a corner. Ball in by Phil Foden. Headed away by, I think that was Lindelof. Strike again. Another save by David De Gea. Oh my God. That's 4. This could be 5-0. This could be Liverpool. If David De Gea wasn't making saves, David De Gea is trying to rile up the crowd. My goodness, David De Gea. Ronaldo looks fuming from that corner, by the way. He's just like, he's going to David De Gea. It's just ridiculous. David De Gea is already the man of the match. It could and maybe should be 5-0 City at this point, and I'm not exaggerating because David De Gea has made 4 top-class saves already. And once again, Man City have the ball. City smelling blood, to be honest with you. They're smelling blood. On another day, we would be having fans leaving at half-time again, I think. Cancelo once again, this left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka, he's got a 3v1 now. Foden puts it to Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden once again. Wan-Bissaka needed to get the ball there. He slid in the box. Fred gives it away again. Kevin De Bruyne's about 25 yards out. De Bruyne shifts it out wide again. Left-hand side, literally, there is so much there. Wan-Bissaka, what can he do? It's Foden and Cancelo ripping him apart. Corner to Manchester City. Like, Wan-Bissaka must be throwing his hands up in the air. He says, look, I've got Foden, I've got Cancelo. It's a 2-on-1 every single time. Down United's right-hand side, City's left-hand side. My God. It's shocking. It's just so shocking. We're playing this defensive formation and we're still getting slapped. Like, this defensive formation is meant to be more defensively robust. We still would have conceded 5 if it wasn't for David De Gea. Foden crosses it in, headed away. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne, he's telling the United players to get up. He's saying, get out, we'll go again because we'll score again. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Still 1-0, but it would be a lot worse if not for David De Gea. Get ready. They're going to go down United's right-hand side once again. Because you can already tell they're looking at it. They're actually shifting it now to United's left-hand side. But, I mean, I do sympathise a bit for Wan-Bissaka. Because he just gets 2-on-1. Every time, just gets double-teamed. Cancelo and Phil Foden. Here we go again. Cancelo, Foden, standing up against Wan-Bissaka. Puts the ball in. That's Ilkay Gundogan. Inside the box. Crosses it. Headed away by Luke Shaw. Everything is coming down that side. Everything is coming down Wan-Bissaka's side. But what are the centre-backs doing? Isn't it, if Eric Bailly is a right-sided centre-back, isn't he meant to come out to actually support Wan-Bissaka in that situation? If Wan-Bissaka's got a 2-on-1 and he knows that Foden and Cancelo are there and Wan-Bissaka's obviously outnumbered, Bailly come out. That's the whole point. The back three are meant to shift like that. We're playing a back five and we don't know how to do it, obviously. And then when we're pressing, the pressing's non-existent. They'll just pass around us. This system is so tactically flawed. Not in the sense that it's a bad system. We just don't have any clue how to operate it. Not a clue. Fat Thor says 703 formation ain't working, Ollie. Tony says, I'm surprised they haven't shown a clip of Fergie yet. Give it time. I'm assuming he's at the game. I don't know. Shame on Spurs. They lost against this. Scott McTominay loses it. Manchester United throw-in. Lindelof's feeling his back. Remember, Lindelof was a doubt for today's game as well. Luke Shaw with the throw-in. McTominay passes it to Greenwood. Eric Bailly. Harry Maguire. Maguire just gives it away. Bernardo Silva just going in and out of Manchester United players like they're not there. McTominay actually wins the ball back. Good tackle. Who's he going to pass it to? There is nobody around him. And it's just straight back to City. Fred now on the ball. And they've just won it back once again. Whoa, we got away with one. Because it's a Manchester United free kick. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Tony says, why didn't Rashford start? Apparently he's had a knock. He's had a knock since Italy. So that's why Rashford didn't start. But he is on the bench. He has been cleared to play. Lindelof shifts it out to the left-hand side to Harry Maguire. To be honest with you, I wonder, why isn't just Harry Maguire in the middle of that defensive three? Because Harry Maguire cannot pass the ball at all. At least if you're going to have Lindelof and Bailly on those right and left-hand sides, at least they can pass it. Wan-Bissaka goes down the right, tries to pass it into the box, straight to a City player. Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, Kyle Walker. Oof, City give it away. Right, let's actually make something of this then. Fred puts it to Bruno Fernandes, passes it. Wan-Bissaka's far forward, puts Ronaldo in. He might be one-on-one Ronaldo. Oh, good save by Edison. That was offside. It was offside. Doesn't matter. It's almost like these late flags are just to make us actually feel like we're in the game a little bit. Because we're not. We're not. I know scoreline we are, but... Ronaldo didn't hold his run. Edison made the comfortable save anyway. 5 minutes left in this first half. How are we all feeling? What are we all drinking? I know that's a KG thing. KG always asks what people are drinking and eating. How is everyone feeling? I don't know where you are, but the weather's horrible for where I am as well, which is making me feel even more glum after what's going on so far in this match. It's a tough watch. It's a really tough watch. It really is. So I appreciate you all joining me. Hopefully this can be slightly more entertaining than the game itself. Steffi Jenks says water. Starlord says Pepsi Ice. David Lee, big up to the moderator, says like, share and subscribe as always. Just Josh, Summer Fruits Oasis. I tell you what, I rate that, Josh. I really do. I love an Oasis. I used to get those, like, the really big bottles, but then I'd feel bad because I can drink one of those in 10, 15 minutes, and the amount of sugar we're talking about there is just outrageous. I could drink like 3 bottles of Oasis. I'd end up like diabetic. Check out my blood sugar or just fall asleep. Uncharacteristically given away there by Man City. Man United have a throw-in. Luke Shaw. Don't know who's going to throw it to. Throws it to Greenwood. And Greenwood puts it out for a Manchester City throw-in. Greenwood, I mean, I don't even know if I can say he's had a bad game. I don't even think he's touched the ball. That might have been one of the first times he's actually touched it. I mean, he's done nothing. United they're on the floor. If we didn't have David De Gea in goal, man, this could be 5. It really could be 5. City just playing it around once again. Cancelo. I mean, it's 1-0. I mean, to be honest, City will be happy because they're 1-0 up. But let's be honest here. They'll be like, we should be more. Manchester City corner once again. I'm telling you. I get the games. I get the games for these things. You knew it was bad when on like the road trip earlier, and they were like, Flex was like, be sure to keep Owen company and all this kind of stuff. They laughed because it was that bad. They knew it was that bad. They were like, oh, yeah, we know it's not great. Ball comes in, Phil Foden, headed out by Harry Maguire, comes out to the edge of the box to Kyle Walker. Rodri, headed out by Eric Bailly. Or Ronaldo. Ronaldo it's given away. Come on. I'm almost not even getting like a thinking like, a little bit like possibility of excitement, I'm really not at this point. We had a couple what's our biggest chance in the game so far? The Ronaldo volley, half chance, moment of brilliance. Apart from that, haven't looked like scoring. The only positive, I suppose, to come out of this half so far is that we are still technically in the game because it's only 1-0. So we are, only a moment of brilliance away from getting back into it. But I would be lying if I said I'm optimistic. I said it before. I said I'd be lying if I felt if I was optimistic. Rodri passes it to Kyle Walker. United City just go past them. The United press easily. It's just, it does make you wonder. Like if City did have that striker, where would we be at right now? Because if they did have that striker, maybe it would be like 3 or 4-0. That's not to say that their strikes have been bad. David De Gea has been in excellent form, but Gundogan puts it out wide to Bernardo Silva. Silva shifts it to Cancelo once again. Cancelo puts the ball in. It's gone in. It's 2-0. How on earth has that gone in? 2-0 Bernardo Silva. It didn't look like it had gone in, but it's just disgraceful settings by Manchester United. How on earth did that go in? It was literally just a ball into the box, and the United players and everyone left it as if it was going to go out for a goal kick. And Bernardo Silva flicked something at it, and I don't know how it ends up in the back of the net. I don't think De Gea knows as well. For all of the saves he's made in that first half, it's so soft. You see it here. Gundogan shifts it out wide too. I think that's Bernardo Silva. It's Bernardo Silva who shifts it out wide. Yeah, Bernardo Silva. Cancelo puts the ball in the box, and the United players just leave it. He's miles onside. There's no worried about that. Luke Shaw. Where is the communication? Not a clue. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't anymore. The ball's come in. Luke Shaw leaves it as if he hasn't got a call or whatever. He doesn't know that Bernardo Silva's behind him. He just flicks a leg at it, and it hits David De Gea off the chest and goes into the post. That goal sums up Manchester United at the moment. Bizarre, confused, no idea. They're looking around shell-shocked. Nobody has a clue. What an absolute embarrassment. And I'm not even sure I necessarily blame David De Gea that much. He's had a good first half. And maybe Luke Shaw didn't get a call, but how on earth he doesn't know Bernardo Silva's over his shoulder? It's just shambolic. All of it is just absolutely shambolic. It's awful. It's just awful. Absolutely awful. And it could get worse because it's not over yet. We're not actually at half-time. But it's 2-0 here at Old Trafford. It's half-time now. Half nil. I can't even talk. I mean, I feel like I'm punch drunk at this point. I can describe it in one word. Shit. It's crap. It's rubbish. Manchester United are 2-0 down at half-time, and it's been absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Super chat from Tox says, I despise Ollie. There were some boos at Old Trafford. That is true. Not everyone, of course, because there isn't going to be everyone. But we're at half-time in the Manchester derby at Old Trafford, and get ready for another long day, guys. We said it was going to be a long day. Let's face it, we're 2-0 down. It could have been 6. Like, David De Gea made some incredible saves that half. I'm not going to criticise him too much for the goal, even though he should do better, but it could have been worse if it wasn't for David De Gea. Luke Shaw, shambolic. I don't know what's happened to him. I really don't know what's happened to Luke Shaw since the European Championships. He looks a shell of himself. He really does. How he can't know that Bernardo Silva, of all people, is over his shoulder. I know it's Old Trafford. I know it's loud. How he can't know that, I think, is ridiculous. Always check your shoulder. The defending in that half, ridiculous. The tactics, I don't even know what we were trying to do. We're playing not with wing backs. We're playing a flat back 5 that doesn't push up, that doesn't press. Scott McTominay and Fred half press. We're not even pressing from the front. It's been beyond easy for Manchester City. And once again, like the Liverpool game, there is no... You would not know it's a derby. You would have no idea it's a derby. Where is the intensity from Manchester United? Where is the passion and desire? Ollie likes to talk about it. Passion and desire, that's what we've got. Where's the Manchester United DNA? Where's anything? I saw nothing in that half. It's exactly the same that it was against Liverpool. Exactly the same. It's exactly the same, not just as Liverpool, that we've seen all season. And we said it last week, didn't we, when we played Tottenham? Be careful with this result. Don't let it fool you. Don't let this mirage of an unbelievable result and performance fool you that we saw at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because Spurs are crap. When we actually play a good side, like Liverpool, like even Atalanta, we will struggle. And guess what? We're struggling again. This is just, it's echoes of Jose Mourinho in that it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. That Spurs was a mirage. Spurs have their own problems, but we have ours as well. And what's the excuse now? Have Manchester City just been clinical again? Or have we got to do like Tyson Fury, get up off our feet for the 10 count? It's just ridiculous. And again, this could it's 2-0, but it could be 6. I'm not exaggerating. It could be 6. David De Gea made 4 quality saves in that half. I don't know how many times we got out of our own half. I'd love to know the possession stats. It's just shocking. Absolutely shocking. Shambolic. United once again booed off. It's not good enough. It just is not good enough, and we knew where this was going. And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to be one of those like I told you so. But a lot of people said this. Flex is calling me. All right, Flex.
Yo, you hear me?
I can hear you. I mean, please give me something to be optimistic about, please.
Got nothing, mate. You can't. If you're looking, being optimistic, looking at that, mate, you're living under a rock, mate. Lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Just to protect your feelings, because it's MCO and it's gone to the core, mate. There's nothing left in this side. There is any little thing that was left in it in terms of trying to, bit of moment, Magic FC, individual FC, it's all gone. It's all gone. You play a 4-2-3-1, you're open as hell, you're shit in that. You play a 5 at the back, you're open as hell, you're shit in that. And like we said, the Tottenham games, there's such a fast. When you play against two Atalanta half-decent side and City a world-class side, look at the state of us, mate. Look at the state of us. It should be more. The only thing we've had is that flash out the pan shot from Ronaldo. Other than that, men against boys. And you know what? I'm here in this side, like Maguire and Luke Shaw on my side. Shocking. Maguire just doesn't. I'm not labelling this all at him, but just my observation as the captain, I'm going to look to him. We're required to look to our captain in moments of like this. Just nowhere to be seen, mate. Arms up, sighing. No, not getting hold of anyone. The confidence is sucked out of the players. It's just a shambles. I'm not even mad at Ollie. Well, he's just not. Just leave. Like, the board just needs to make a decision. It's not even Ollie's fault that he's still there. And we're just, going further and further into freefall, man. But it's not going to get any better.
And this is the thing, like we were saying before the game and all that kind of stuff. And I've been saying on the stream, I don't want to be that person like, I told you so and all that kind of stuff. But everyone said it after Spurs. Like, don't believe what you just saw. It's a mirage. It doesn't. That doesn't exist. Spurs are crap, and we saw it in midweek.
Exactly.
Nothing's changed. And to be honest, I'm not even calling Wan-Bissaka and Shaw wing backs, because they're not. It's a flat back five. It's a flat back five with. And I almost feel a bit sorry for Wan-Bissaka, because down his side, he's just 2-on-1 every time. 2-on-1. Phil Foden, Cancelo. That's it. And to be honest, like De Gea should maybe do a bit better with the goal. Luke Shaw has no idea Bernardo Silva's behind him, which is a disgrace.
Ball watching again.
Exactly. I mean, Luke Shaw's letting that go out for a corner, which is crazy. Yeah. And to be honest, like I said, I'm hesitant to really criticise David De Gea, because if he wasn't in goal, it'd be 6-0 at this point. Like, it's ridiculous.
He's gone down the tunnel and punched the top of the tunnel. I don't know if the camera showed that.
Really?
He was making save after save towards the end of that half, and it was almost like, even when you're in the time of need and you're not playing very well, and you say, right, 1-0 down, we've been absolutely shocking. Let's just try and batter down the hatches and get in at 1-0 and see if we can, not that we believe that we're going to turn it around, because that is a place we know how bad we've been, but even as a team, keep it 1-0, get in the dressing room and see what you can work out. What do? Allow the ball to just keep coming and coming and coming. Every single thing that City do, and this is just stating the obvious, but I'm still going to say it, has a method to it. Kyle Walker's tucking in field, almost playing like a central midfielder when they have the ball. De Bruyne's dropping into the space where Luke Shaw is and occupying him and leaving, and then Hayes the one-on-one against Fire, or they don't know how to pick him up. And there's ample space out on this right-hand side. And like you said, on the other side of Wan-Bissaka, he's getting 2-on-1 with Cancelo and Foden, and we have no clue. Throw-ins, Owen. I don't know if you've seen it on the TV. They don't even know what to do for throw-ins, bro.
Mate, honestly, from the first, I'm not exaggerating. About 5 minutes in, Ronaldo literally threw his hands up as if to say, "I don't know what I'm meant to be doing here." Like, nobody knows. Nobody has a clue.
Nobody knows, man.
That's the thing. Like, there is meant to be this. And it's not saying that this formation can't work, but it definitely isn't going to work when nobody has a clue how to execute it. They obviously don't have it. They don't know. They're looking around going, am I meant to be pressing? Am I meant to be pressing? Am I meant to be going forward? The crowd, at one point, cheered because we didn't pass it out from the pissing back. That's how bad it's got.
That's Jay. I think Jadon Sancho's going to come on at half-time here. He's warming up. Is that Sancho or is that Dallo? I think that's Sancho, yeah. So Sancho's probably going to come at half-time. We never send subs out to warm up at half-time unless they're coming on. So Jadon Sancho will go for half-time. I reckon that means he'll change the shape. Actually, will he change the shape? Yeah, he'll probably bring off a defender maybe and go 4-3-3.
But
who is that? That's Dallo. Can you see on the screen, dude?
No, we're going into a commercial at the moment. But to be honest, you can change shape and all that kind of stuff. But it's just, I don't want to be that guy, but it's only going to get worse. It is only going to get worse. You know that. Because if they have those chances, again, De Gea can only make so many saves.
many times have I said we've played no better or no worse in all of these times? It's just that the caliber of team we're playing against
That's it.
has been really
Yeah.
good when we're absolutely bad in City, which is probably going to end up being, and Liverpool. Even after Atlanta showed a level up. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, and it's like I said, this isn't. It almost isn't any better or worse than the Liverpool performance, and it's no better or worse than, like you said, any performance we've really done this season. It's just the same. It's the same, but we're just playing better teams.
I'm looking at here thinking, okay, there's no way Jadon Sancho in a 5-3-2 isn't. You're going to put him up front of Ronaldo. So unless Oli keeps it back five, but then have a front three, play 5-2-3, what's he going to do? Take off a midfielder and go with just McTominay and Bruno, or Bruno? Going to mix it more? No, to do that. So what's he going to do here? Take off a defender? Maybe Lindelof is struggling because he rushed him back. Take him off and go to a back, and he goes to a 4-2-3-1 with McTominay in front, Bruno just ahead, Jadon Sancho probably on the left, and Greenwood on the right. I bet he does that. If not that, then he'll just take Greenwood off for Sancho and swap it to a free. But I don't see how he does that with 5 defenders still on the pitch. One of them's got to go.
And this is the thing as well. Like, you know, it's almost like I don't even really want to talk about tactics at this point, because it's almost like fundamentally it's even worse. You know what I mean? And I don't even know if it's really going to make any difference. You know what I mean?
All the basics, yeah. And another thing is, like, we know we can't go after them and press them in a 4-2-3-1 because we're open as anything.
Yeah.
We revert back to a back five where we'll stay camped in so that there shouldn't be holes, there shouldn't be people running in behind. That doesn't work. So everything, I know I keep saying I'm not getting bad at Oli, but how many more signs is more of a face to the ball than people make decisions? What more needs to point towards Oli and what's going on? That it doesn't matter how we play, whether we take our foot off the gas and drop off and play over five, there's gaping holes in the team, people running in behind, chances galore. Whether we play with 4-2-3-1 with all these amazing attacking players that we've got, play with 5 attacking players, we're open as anything. What does it tell you? Then the manager won't mix it up and say, put a Matic in there with a Donny and a bit more composure, or a 4-3-2 with flat 3 midfield. He won't change it. So what? There's no more match you can have. There's no more.
And like people have been saying in the chat, we've got all of these like amazing attacking players, and we're essentially playing like a flat back five that turns into a back seven at times. Like, that's mad. It's crazy. I know I don't give respect to City, but Jesus, that's admitting your shit. That's admitting your crap. That is literally it.
Yeah.
You know,
they are literally, honestly, playing at a snail's pace, man.
It's like Liverpool again, like Liverpool when they didn't get out of first gear the whole game. City they haven't really put their foot to the pedal.
I've seen it a couple of times sitting there. It's like a training game.
Yeah, it really is.
Someone just said it next to me there. It's like a camped in, and you're gonna have. They must have had at least 65% possession.
Oh, mate, it's way more than that. I think it's like 70.
Yeah.
I think it's like at least 70. Like, I'm not
70,
exaggerating.
Do you know what I mean? 65, 70%, maybe even 75.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we were in control of it, where you can dictate, how a game's gone. It's in terms of, we'll let you have it there, you're not hurting us. No, they were hurting us at every opportunity.
Exactly.
And then when we get the ball in transition on the edge of our box, there's nothing. Yes, you can moan at Fred for giving it away, and moan at McTominay for giving it away, or Bruno, or maybe. Honestly, mate, when they've picked up the ball in any sort of position, Luke, they've got to pass back, because there is absolutely nothing. It's a shambles, bro.
And also as well, and again it sums up like the Liverpool one, does this feel like a derby at all? Not at all. Not at all.
Fans singing "Look at the wheel," it's embarrassing, man.
It really is, and it's like everyone else, all the other fans, everyone else, even the United fans knows it's bad except the board. Everyone else knows it's bad at this point, because opposition fans are singing it in games that United aren't even involved in. You've got Arsenal fans and Leeds fans singing it and all that kind of stuff. It's embarrassing.
In this game, I said even before, I said even if Oli loses,
You cut out a little bit there. What did you say?
I'm saying before the game, even if Oli loses today, he won't get sacked. Not going to get sacked, and Conte's gone. There's even less of a plan than there was before.
Now, the only thing
there wasn't even a plan before.
The only thing I can think is that, and I said this during the stream, that the only way that he might be in trouble is if, like the Liverpool one, it gets embarrassing. I mean, it's embarrassing anyway, but if it gets to a point where we're talking like fives again, then he will be in bother because the board have 2 weeks, they have time, But I couldn't name you a positive. He's gone. It's not good. Flex is gone as well. But at least we got a phone call in. At least I didn't have to do my Flex and KG impressions at halftime. That was a positive. Jadon Sancho looks like he might be coming on. Let's see if I can try KG. Let's see if I can try call. The problem is with Old Trafford is just like the signal's just horrendous. Let's see if we can try KG. I doubt it'll work. Not even ringing. Well, that's not worked. Well, it sums this all up, doesn't it? So far, it really does. I'm telling you, I'm telling you guys. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's back out. He's back out walking on the touchline. People trying to applaud him. I mean, I appreciate the fans, trying to be positive. So Sancho's coming on. But United need something significant here or they're going to be in a lot of trouble. I mean, we already are in a lot of trouble. I would be... That's what it does feel like. Players are coming back out. Managers walking down the touchline. How is everyone else feeling? What do we think? Second half predictions, guys? So Sancho's coming on. I don't know who for yet. And it looks like, if Sancho's coming on, he's changing the system, obviously. Maybe they've made the change to... Gary Neville just said to stop Cancelo getting that space down the right-hand side. It was ridiculous. So Eric Bailly off, Jadon Sancho on. We'll see the shape in a second. Joseph says 62-32 in terms of ball possession. We're just waiting for kickoff. And we are underway for the second half. A lot of people are not positive for the second half. Be sure to smash a like on the video, guys. As always, be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner as well. 288 likes. Let's see if we can get to 300. Let's actually get something, like I said, this was what it was like against Liverpool one. Let's try and get something positive out of the game. Like, if it's just hitting 300 likes, then I appreciate that. But it's bad. Scott McTominay dispossessed quickly by Kevin De Bruyne. It's a free kick, though. I just wonder what KG's doing. The positive is if KG does call me mid-game, I can switch to that screen and we'll still have the stuff on the screen. So if we do get a phone call halfway through the game, because that's what happened before. It was that bad that KG actually called me mid-game from Old Trafford. So we'll wait and see what happens with that one. So let's have a look at what we're looking at here. It looks like he's gone back to the 4-2-3-1. So Greenwood's on the right, Bruno's in the 10, Sancho is on the left, Ronaldo up front, McFred in the midfield, and then the back four is Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Luke Shaw. So we're back in 4-2-3-1 settings. I'm scared. I'm scared. I really am. Kristen says, yeah, United view, Owen, I have immense respect for you that you can keep the flag flying high. I appreciate that, Kristen. I really do. Trying my best, guys. Trying to stay positive, trying to give you guys something to smile or cheer about in these uncertain times for Manchester United. I really do. Here is Zach. It's passed straight through to Bernardo Silva. Luke Shaw managed to dispossess Silva, but here we go. Fred passes it to Bruno Fernandes. Mason Greenwood on the right-hand side. Right, go on now. Actually run at him. Mason Greenwood tries to run past Cancelo. Cancelo fouls him, and he's given a booking. We're celebrating a yellow card. Come on. Come on. So Cancelo in the book already. Mason Greenwood, just the first time Greenwood's really actually been able to run at anyone. I mean, first that's probably the longest Greenwood's actually had on the ball the entire game, to be honest with you. But Cancelo's in the book. Bruno Fernandes going to stand over this free kick. Maguire did go sort of close in the first half, I suppose. Bruno Fernandes puts it in, and nobody runs in, goes out for a goal kick. Typical, classic United, obviously. Why didn't they stop? Like, Maguire and that just stopped. They just stopped running. What a waste. Man City passing out from the back, showing us how to, by the way, just like with ease, beating our half-hearted press. I've seen blokes in Zimmer frames do a better press than what we do in terms of pressing their defence. Embarrassing. Cancelo on the ball once again. That might be Phil Foden, actually. That's Foden now. Passes it to Gundogan. So United, once again, despite being in the 4-2-3-1, we're still as defensively just rigid as we were before, with no real press, a sort of standing, holding position. Foden. And Cancelo was offside. Nathan Miller says, Sancho on the left. We chased a right winger for 2 years. We get him and playing on the left. Ollie has to go just because of that alone. That's what I don't get. That's the weird thing with Sancho, isn't it? How often has he been actually played on the right-hand side? Like, how often? Like, if at all. And, like, you're right. You're absolutely right, Nathan. We chased Jadon Sancho for, like, 18 months, 2 years. And we don't play him. And when we bring him on, we play him in the position that, you know, you should be playing on the right-hand side. I thought that's the reason we bought him. You can tell, like, Pep's probably looking at Sancho being like, you know. Maguire passes it back to David De Gea. Here we go. It's United's attempt to play out from the back. Here we go. Passes it to McTominay. Well done. Shaw to Maguire. Fred now on the ball. But realistically, at this point, City know that, you know, we don't have to get out of first gear. We can let United try and attack us. And if they try and attack us, we'll just pick them off because we're 2-0 up. And we got the players to do it. Crowd are already restless. As they should be, to be honest with you. United still have the ball once again, but they're just passing it around the back line because City set up very good out of possession because they've got a good coach. That's it. Fred goes to pass it. It's headed out for a throw-in off Gundogan. But you can see when City, you can see their game plan. You can see when they don't have possession, they're set up in an actual structured shape. They press at certain points, and they broke my microphone. I wish so I didn't have to do this pissing stream anymore. But they're going in and out like that. You can see Ronaldo, Shaw, Fred, pass it out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Tony says, McTominay never shows for the ball. Why is that? Miguel Silva says, hello from Portugal. How you doing, Miguel? Appreciate you joining us today. Says, we need to put this coach out. Tony says, City are well-drilled offensively and defensively. I agree. And you can tell, it's especially in comparison to a team that's not. That's the difference, isn't it? In comparison to a team that's not, it's very easy to see, isn't it? It's very easy to see. McTominay passes it to Fred. Look to Lindelof. Good pass to Sancho on the left-hand side. Walker intercepts. He's going to go out for a corner, but he manages to pass it back to Ederson. Ederson with the ball at his feet. Yeah, not a chance. I mean, Ederson, in fairness, I've never seen... Well, Bruno Fernandes is down. Bruno Fernandes might be injured. Bruno Fernandes might have an injury here. I think he's back on his feet and he's walking all right. In fairness, I've said it before with Edison, I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper have the distribution that he has. He's a freak. He really is. He's a good goalkeeper as well, but his distribution is on another level. It's like having an outfield player in goal. Ollie's sitting there with Karaoke. No iPad today. Maybe I'll get mine. Maybe I'll get my iPad. It's down here. Play Candy Crush. What are we going to do? Here comes Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Gundogan puts it across goal. I'm so defeated, by the way, guys. I'm so defeated. Kyle Walker. Stones. Rodri to Walker. City just passing it around United at this point. Flick to Gabriel Jesus. It's a training game. It really is a training game. City are so comfortable. It is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Like, they're not even out of first gear. And when they want to go up the gears, they'll score. Gabriel Jesus goes past Fred. Goes out for a goal kick. He thinks there's a corner. I don't know what he's on about. Oh my God, Donny van der Beek. He's warming up. Who can believe it? Crowd are actually applauding. They're cheering for Donny. Because they know. Gary Neville's even going in. Gary Neville said, I'd turn around and say, you want me now? That's your mate you're talking about, Gary, remember? How dare you criticise your friend? I thought you wouldn't do it. Luke Shaw passes it to Harry Maguire. Victor Lindelof to Greenwood. It feels like the game's already over, to be honest. It really does. Lindelof goes long. Ronaldo wins the header. Second ball won by Manchester City, though. Jesus, or loses it to Jadon Sancho. Luke Shaw. Shaw down the left-hand side again to Bruno Fernandes. Turns. Jadon Sancho. We're going to take someone on or we're going to go backwards? Shifts it inside rather to Fred. Maguire. Miasi's back because, of course, with the KO. It's actually a hippo now this time. A hippo saying KO. To be honest, Zane, I'm getting more enjoyment just out of like the emojis that come with your super chats today as opposed to the football. No, honestly. Appreciate the contribution as always. If you can't laugh, you cry, guys. If Donny comes on, who's he coming on for? It would have to be McTominay and Fred. I tell you now, he will come on for. Donny van der Beek will come on for Bruno Fernandes. For Bruno's, do you think's got a knock? It was meant to be a quick free kick, and we just wasted it. But yeah, he'll come on. He'll come on for Bruno. Flicked by Lindelof. Now City once again have the ball. Cancelo. Once again, Foden's down that side with Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, there isn't as much of a 2-on-1 there this time, which is, I guess, a positive. Honestly, guys. I'll tell you. Kyle Walker, down the right-hand side. Gabriel Jesus. Passes it straight to Lindelof. Sancho now on the ball. Sancho, bit of space. Let's do something with the ball. Sancho. Cristiano Ronaldo, down the left. Come on. Ronaldo cuts inside, goes past. That's a foul. That is a foul. Bernardo Silva just slides in. Book him. It's a yellow card for Bernardo Silva. So we've had yellow cards this half for Bernardo Silva and Cancelo so far. That's our closest thing to a win. Josh saying, don't cry your eye. I don't even have a good comeback either, Josh. That's the problem. Like, I wish I could say something really witty back, but I don't. My soul is blackened at this point. I just, ugh. Man United have a throw in. Doing some shots of the crowd. Bless them. Standing in the cold Manchester weather. I don't know if it's raining there. It is here. It's horrible. Lindelof shifts it out wide to Luke Shaw. I wonder how far KG's got into Mario Kart at this moment. I think he might be on Rainbow Road or something like that at this point. That's always the hard one. I always like playing Rainbow Road, though, on Mario Kart. Difficult. Always difficult. That's really sets the men from the boys. I tell you what I did like on Mario Kart. Remember DK Mountain on Mario Kart? When you go through that like barrel that's like a shotgun, it goes, whoosh, then you go up to the ladder. I just love that. Mario Kart, Mario Kart on the DS was all right. I preferred Mario Kart on the GameCube was something else. That was next level stuff. That's what I liked. I think GameCube was underrated console as well. Never really caught on, did it? They had some good games. Super Mario Sunshine. They used to have the tiny discs that were like that big. Mason Greenwood cuts inside. Greenwood has a shot. Goes wide. At least we had a shot, guys. Hey, come on. JK Digital says GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 was the best game. I actually did have a Nintendo 64. I did have a Nintendo 64. But I didn't play. So Josh is saying Mario Kart best out there. He's saying Mario Kart 64 for me. I didn't play it on there. I played on his Fred. Of course, it goes absolutely nowhere. I did have a Nintendo 64. I played. I had Super Mario on there. And I had like a cousin who would like complete it, or like you can complete it and all that kind of stuff. And then Super Mario on Nintendo 64, for me it's up there. That's like, for me that's got to be the best Mario game ever, right? Nintendo 64 Super Mario. That first level, we got to go up the mountain. Or on that ice level where you're going down that, like, you go into that little house and you're going down on that little slide thing on your belly. Just to love that. That was quality. Had Star Fox as well. Is that what it's called? Star Fox on Nintendo 64. That was good. I had some Star Wars game on there that I never really could get into, though. But it was Super Mario on Nintendo 64 and Star Fox. That's what it was called. Used to enjoy that. Says how much this game's going on. Kyle Walker, Rodri. City have all possession, as always. Gabriel Jesus on United's left-hand side. Bernardo Silva just tons of room in the middle. Just Shadows of the Empire. Was that the Star Wars game? I could never get into it. Could never get into it. I think I was too young. I couldn't really couldn't work the controls and stuff like that. Like, I remember playing on PS1. There was a Star Wars game when like the Phantom Menace came out. I played that on PS1. I remember at the time thinking it was so good, and I think actually it's a bit shit. But I just remember it being amazing. And I found it really hard. I could only get to like the third level on it. Foden. Kevin De Bruyne passed it out wide to Foden once again. Foden crosses it in. Oof. Nearly went to Gundogan. It might be, is that a corner or a goal kick? Yeah, Josh saying the control set. Yeah, they did. I tried it. I couldn't get into it. But yeah, I had Star Wars on the PS1. Lego Star Wars. And that's good shit right there. That is a corner. Corner to Manchester City. They take it. Headed away by Bruno Fernandes. Greenwood flicks it out. Tell you what was good at Super Mario game though. Super Mario Sunshine on GameCube. That was good. Underrated game. Bernardo Silva, right hand side. Cuts in. Walker. Foden once again. This is so easy for Man City. Like, it's so easy. It's so easy. It's a joke. Chronic says PS2 Battlefronts were quality. I remember I had like Battlefront on like the original Xbox. They were good actually. What's Josh saying? I bought Mario Odyssey 2 days ago. I haven't played a Mario game in ages. I didn't know the last Mario game that I played. I saw people talking about like, you remember that like Mario Maker when people would make those levels and stuff like that. People said that was actually quite good. I think the last actual Mario game I played was like on the Wii. Like Super Mario Galaxy. That was a good game, though. I used to like old school Mario Party. Like Mario Party on like GameCube was decent. Like Mario Party 4. Like I think they still do the franchise, but I think it's shit now. But I used to like Mario Party. Especially when like you would be on like 0 stars or whatever, and then you get something where you can swap your stars with someone else's, and you just take whoever's in the lead. You take all their stuff. I used to hate that. It'd be a joke. Rotem says, Owen, are you telling me we had one shot on target in 62 minutes? Probably. Saying that Mario Party's just come out with all the old levels. Seriously? I used to love Mario Party. Because Mario Party's a game where literally, if you... for nearly free ball. If you got like a few people playing, that can be like a 5-hour game or 5-6 hour game just between you guys. It's great. Or you just go in there when it's just mini games only. Just love Mario Party. Or you'd have to be one. I was always the one that had to play it. I played it single player to unlock all the levels so that with my siblings we could play it in the other levels. We can unlock the rest of the mini games. Because there's nothing worse than that when you've only got like 10 mini games unlocked or something. Marcus Rashford looks like he's going to be coming on. 65 minutes gone. Still Manchester United 0, Manchester City 2. Nothing going on, by the way. Hence why I've been reminiscing about like old Mario games, GameCubes, Nintendo 64, PS2s. Bruno Fernandes puts it out wide. That's Rashford. It's Sancho rather on the right hand side. Easily dispossessed. Here come Man City for the counter attack once again. Bruno Fernandes just throws a tackle in. Referee plays advantage. He might bring it back and he might get booked afterwards. But Kyle Walker, Gabriel Jesus. Passes it out wide. City once again just in complete control. Cruise control for Manchester City. Gundogan. Simpsons hit and run. That's a game. That is an underrated game as well. I defy anyone to say that that's not a good game. Simpsons hit and run's ahead of its time. And it gets hard. Once you get to like the Marge Simpson level, it gets tough. Go around Springfield, get in that rocket car that goes like 500 miles an hour. Ball in. Gundogan. Oh, if he had a better touch, he would be in. And he just hits the side netting. Should have done better. Could have been 3. It's so easy as well. It's literally just a ball over the top. Sancho's not tracking back. Wan-Bissaka once again doesn't know it was over the shoulder. It could have been 3. Maybe should have been 3. City probably deserved 3 as well. Mason Greenwood off. Marcus Rashford on. Still 0-2 at Old Trafford. Tony says, watching United view is definitely good for your mental health when United are bad. Well, this is what we're trying. I'm just trying to like almost not to talk about the football at this point. I'm just happy to talk about other stuff instead. But City are very comfortable. Man United nowhere near this game. I'm trying to think of other good games. What other good games on old consoles were good? Let me know in the live chat. We'll talk about that instead. A lot of people saying GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. I have heard of it, but I never played it. I think the only James Bond game I played, I can't remember what it was called. It was on the PS2, and it had like Pierce Brosnan on the front of it. And you ended up in like space with this weird like space gun. But I can't remember what it was called. Like Night something. I can't remember what it was called. But I only played that James Bond game. You get to drive around the car and stuff like that too. That was good. People saying, Josh saying, Perfect Dark is better than GoldenEye. Devil's Advocate, Wii Sports. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Wii Sports. Isn't that like one of the best-selling games of all time because it came with the Wii? And I think like the Wii was one of the like highest-selling consoles ever. So technically, Wii Sports is like one of the highest-selling games or something. It's crazy. Adam says Time Splitters. Time Splitters was a good game. I played that. I bought my Final Fantasy. Obviously, yes. Obviously. I mean, these are surefires. They really are. Nightfire. That's what it was. Yeah, it was James Bond Nightfire. You're right. It was a good game as well. I'm not like that. I used to when I was younger. I used to play all those games, stuff like that. No, I don't anymore, which is a shame. Josh said Time Split is made by the same team that made GoldenEye. I bought one of those things, a couple of Street Fighter, obviously, GTA Vice City. I enjoyed that. Do you know I got in trouble once at school? I can't remember how old I was, but I was at school. And I had Vice City, and I gave it to like a friend of mine. I said, "Yeah, sure, you can." Well, to like loan. He was like, "Can I borrow that?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." I brought it in, and I gave it to him. And then like 3 days later, his like mum came up to me and was like, "This game's disgusting. It's a disgrace because it had like it was GTA." And she gave it back to me and like told me off. I was like, "Come on, it's only a game." She's like, "Geez, it's on PS2. What a joke." Ronaldo. Rashford, down the left. Waiting for the overlap of Luke Shaw. Goes for a pass, cleared by Manchester City. David, you're not serious, are you, David Lee? David Lee says, I'm off to put my Christmas tree up. I can't watch any more volleyball. Are you seriously off to put your Christmas tree up? It's the 6th of November. That's crazy. That is nuts. Devil's Advocate, Mortal Kombat, obviously. Now, I played some really obscure ones on like PS1 and PS2 because my mum, when I was younger, used to work in an independent chain like video shop. Like we used to live like round the corner from an independent like video shop. It wasn't like it was like a Blockbuster, but it was an independent chain of like video stores. So I used to get just these random games for free, just get them, take them home, play them for a bit, and then obviously take them back and all that kind of stuff. So I played some really bizarre games that were good. There was one called like Rogue Trip that was amazing. And basically you all had to be in cars and you had to like blow up the other cars. It was a great game. Rodri passes it to Gundogan, shifts it out to the Manchester United's right-hand side to Phil Foden. Devil's Advocate says, do you remember iToy? Of course I remember iToy. Were you washing your Windows game and stuff like that? People used to do YouTube videos on iToy. That's what they used to use as their webcam. Rodri passes it. I mean, City just... I'm not even sure they're in like first gear at this point. They're basically in park. They can't even be bothered at this point. It feels like, like Liverpool, where basically they stopped and went, just take it easy on them now. They're vulnerable. That's what it literally feels like. I mean, this whole second half, I've been talking about old like video games and haven't missed a single bit of action. It's just, honestly, it's so bad. I bought it like a couple of years ago. You can get those like... it's like a thing of like a PS1, but it's tiny, and you plug it into your TV, and you get like a load of old, like PS1 games on it, and it had like Metal Gear Solid, Time Splitters and all that kind of stuff on it. The only thing I will say is you have to be careful when you go back and play an old like game, is that you have to be careful because the memory is better than the game. So like in your mind, you remember the game looking like really crisp and amazing and had so much time enjoying it. If you go back and play it today, you'll play it and immediately you look on the screen and go, those graphics are terrible. Like, this game actually isn't as good as I remember it being. I'm trying just to talk about like old games and stuff like that as well, because if I focus on the football, then I might actually just throw up in the middle of the stream because it's just awful. It's so bad and embarrassing. Luke Shaw's coming off. Looks like he's injured. Alex Tellez is going to come on to replace him. It's a concussion substitute as well. So we've still got our other subs. So Luke Shaw comes off as a concussion substitute. Fingers crossed, nothing too serious. Hopefully he's okay. But Manchester City have a free kick. Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden standing over it. Looks like they're going to whip it into the box. It's Foden, puts it in. Headed away by Cristiano Ronaldo. What must he be thinking? Like, he's been part of Manchester United teams that have dominated Man City, and I know it's different and it's a different time, but he was still there when City had a little bit of money for maybe like a year or so. He must know this ain't right. Man United have had 4 shots, 1 on target. It's 73 minutes gone. Gabriel Jesus. Donny just warmed up for no reason, basically, obviously. And the problem is that Ollie will look at this second half as like a victory. You know what I mean? We stopped them second half because they didn't score. Well, United looked nowhere near, did they? And let's face it, if City decide they want to score 2 goals, whatever, they just will. They just will the second half. They will just do that. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? It's just embarrassing. John Stones on the ball. Bernardo Silva going down United's left-hand side. Cuts back in. We literally haven't even laid a glove on Manchester City. Haven't even got anywhere near them. And they've stopped trying. They're literally they're just operating this game like it's a game of keep ball. They know Manchester United shouldn't have. They've got to keep Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Why would we humiliate them? When the best way to humiliate them is to keep Ole in for the rest of the season. What else do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about the game that much. Here comes De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva put to the Cancelo. Cancelo, edge of the box, has a shot. Oh, deflected in. Surely he's got to be offside, Gundogan. Crosses in. Kevin De Bruyne volleys it, goes wide. Absolutely slices it. And some of the crowd are giving it way. The way's on us. The way's on us. What else can we talk about that isn't the game? What's your favourite chocolate bar? I go through phases. I don't think I have a particular one. That's why I'm always fascinated when people say stuff like this. Like, what's your favourite chocolate bar? Because I couldn't give you an answer. I go through phases at the moment. I'm in a bit of a double-decker phase. Gabriel Jesus, edge of the box. Gundogan. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Fred just, of course, just passes it straight back to Manchester City. Luis saying, what's a double-decker? Mate, your life will be changed if you have one. Google it. Google it. I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die saying flake or a boost. Thor's Hammer saying Kit Kat. Niga saying picnic are the best. I've seen it. I've never had one. Haven't they got like nuts and berries and stuff in it? That's not for me. Jungle saying crunchy by far. I'm with you there, Jungle. I actually am. When we used to get like, you know what they get? What they called it? You get at Christmas where they got all the chocolates in. We'd have to swap them around. Like, I don't like Snickers, so I'd have to swap it with my brother. And I'd get the crunchy because he didn't like crunchy. So I used to get that. But I don't like Bounty. My sister used to like Bounty, so we had to swap them all around. So he ended up with 3 crunchies. Tremendous. Tony saying Galaxy Ripple. David Lee saying Aztec. I don't even know what that is. Adam saying Milky Way crispy roll. They're decent. I do like those. Blaze saying Twix Mars. Tony saying just celebrations where you get everything. Now there wasn't celebrations. No. They were like packs. I can't remember. There's an actual word for them, isn't there? When you used to get them like at Christmas, and they'll be like in Christmas like boxes, and it will be like a whole crunchy and a whole flake and a whole like a whole Snickers or something like that. Oh, David Lee saying it's from the 70s. I see. Caramac. Toblerones, everyone. Yes, I love a Toblerone. I tell you what was an actual liberty is when a couple of years ago, when they changed the spaces between a Toblerone. They made it shorter. They made the gaps between the triangles bigger. It was an actual piss take. But I enjoyed Toblerone. Selection box, yes. That's what it was. Thank you, Chris. Both Chris's. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. Jadon Sancho. Sancho passed it to Fred. Even the United players are walking around like they know. They're just literally in a training session. Simon says any dark chocolate. I'm a dark chocolate fan, actually. I am. I can't have loads of it, though, for me. But I'm a fan of it. I do like the sort of the more bitter taste. Fernandez has a shot blocked. Sancho crosses it in. Oof, headed away. Harry Maguire. Crowd are trying to urge him on to do something. Tellez blocked. Tellez goes out for a throw-in. It's a Manchester City throw-in. I tell you, honestly. Man of Hustle GTA says, Hershey cookies and cream for me. I appreciate that. Donny van der Beek's coming on for Fred, and I tell you what, the crowd are cheering massively, doing a sarcastic cheer. Oh my goodness. If that isn't indicative of the crowd saying that we don't like what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's doing, then what is? Donny van der Beek's got the biggest cheer of the match, and Fred's coming off has got the biggest cheer of the match. Who is this Donny van der Beek guy? I don't recognise him. I've never seen him before for Manchester United. The 10-minute cameo once again of Donny van der Beek. It's just, the situation we're in is just laughable. It really is. Like, the crowd are ironically cheering that Van der Beek comes on and Fred comes off. It's 10 minutes, the 10-minute cameo once again. Donny van der Beek fouls Bernardo Silva. It's just, we're Man United, by the way. One of the biggest sides in the world. It's just embarrassing. It really is. I can't believe it. Man City just haven't even tried second half and they're still 2-0 up. If we decide to piss like Man City off, then they'll just score 3 goals. Donny van der Beek, don't recognise him. Must be a new signing. What, he's been here, 18 months? No, I don't believe you. I've never seen him before. In fairness, Van der Beek just gives it away to Gabriel Jesus. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, we might be in trouble here. De Bruyne. Phil Foden. This could be 3. Phil Foden. Oh. Is that a save or does he put it wide? Foden could have made it free. Probably should have made it free. That comes from Van der Beek giving it away as well. You can see it from this replay here. Foden just drags it wide. Oh, it hits the post. He beats David De Gea. De Gea throws a leg at it. He just drags it slightly. Clips the post on the way out. Pep Guardiola looks shocked. Van der Beek did a nice little pirouette by Van der Beek. Well done, Donny. I feel like a father at sports day. Well done. Bruno Fernandes tries a long ball to Ronaldo, cut out by Kyle Walker. I don't know how many touches Ronaldo's had. He had that volley earlier on. That's about it. Ederson. I mean, this is the thing. Like, Ederson's getting on the ball, and I can hear some of the United fans going, "Oh, well, let's going to do anything to Ederson." They didn't give a shit. He'd do a 40-yard pass. Piece of piss. Kyle Walker. Cancelo, Foden, Rodri shifts it out wide to Gabriel Jesus. Man City fans are singing Ollie's at the wheel. We're being laughed at. We're absolutely being laughed at. De Bruyne chips it to... Honestly, they're just chipping it around. They're not even trying. They're not even trying. And like, let's not say like, oh, we switched to 4-2-3-1 and it worked second half because City didn't score. City haven't scored in this half because they decided they didn't want to score the second half. Like, that's it. We're being toyed with. We're actually just being toyed with. Can't get the ball. Can't get any points. Can't get a clue. It's just embarrassing. And Bissaka's given the ball away. Cancelo's got it. Gundogan. Rodri shifts it out wide to Gabriel Jesus. But they're not even really having shots now, City. They're just passing it round. They're just passing it around. They're playing with us. They're absolutely playing with us. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Embarrassing. I mean, there are so many ways to describe it, but it's just bad at the end of the day, isn't it? It really is just bad. Jesus. Man City fans are chanting ole, ole, ole. I don't know what's worse as well. I really don't know what's worse. I don't know if it's, what's worse is like Liverpool when you get absolutely battered and all this kind of stuff, or this where they're just, they could destroy you, but they're deciding not to. They're taking pity on you. De Bruyne. And I know for a fact what Ollie's going to say after the game. He's going to say we played well second half. We didn't play well second half. City never got out of first gear second half. Had nothing to do with us playing better second half because we barely touched the ball in the second half. Make no mistake. Cancelo. Corner to Manchester City. If City went into training tomorrow, which I don't think they will, they'll probably have the day off. If City went into training tomorrow, their training session would be more intense than this. It actually would. It's just... What can you say? What can you say? Apart from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ain't the right man for the job. It's so embarrassing. Foden with the corner. Rodri. Oof. John Stones nearly scored. I thought it had gone in for a second, actually. It's not far away. John Stones just completely runs away from his mark. Is completely free. Scott McTominay, don't know what he's doing. John Stones just hooks a leg at it. Goes wide. What can you say? It's scary. It is so scary. With these players, Ronaldo's not even pressing anymore. I think he knows. He's not doing anything. Ronaldo's just walking. All the United players are. We're even walking, we're not doing anything, and still City ain't doing nothing because they know. They know. Rotem says, Owen, they didn't even make any subs. Have City actually made any subs? No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Haven't even laid a glove on him. Not even close. Not even close. It's over. It is so over. You can tell it's over. It is. It's so over. And it's embarrassing. Like, what people are going to say now? What's the comeback now? Let it play out. Ollie hasn't been backed. What? Like, what is the rationale at this point? I don't see it. Gabriel Jesus is in behind. That could be a penalty. Oof. Michael Oliver saying a corner ball. VR will have a look at it. So it could be a penalty. We'll have to wait and see. See here. Jesus. He dived. It's never a penalty. Ooh. I'll tell you what, it actually might be a penalty. I don't think it's clear and obvious. But there's nothing on it. There's nothing in it. City with the corner. And we still got to play like Chelsea and all that kind of stuff. Just, honestly. It's been a training session. Certainly hasn't been a Manchester derby, guys. It really hasn't. Be sure to smash a like on the video if you haven't already. Less than 40 away from 400 likes on the video. So if you can get to 40, 400, at least we can say we achieved something. It's like this game has been the footballing equivalent. Like if you've got a cat and you've got one of those things on a bit of string and the cat's just going like that. But it's never going to get it. It's never going to get it. And you're laughing at the cat going, oh, he thinks he's going to get it. He thinks he's going to get it every time. Bernardo Silva has got space to run into. Oof, Cancelo puts it through De Gea's legs, but nobody in there. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Oh, Ronaldo's just gone in hard on Kevin De Bruyne. That was a bit nasty, that. Yellow card for Ronaldo. It's only a booking. It's not. But what are we going to say now, right? People are going to say, oh, is the board are going to give it to the end of the season, see if we win anything. We ain't winning shit. Playing like this. We ain't playing. And we should be at least competing. We should at least be competing, but we are nowhere near. Nowhere near. And I'm kind of done being upset about it now. I'm done being, oh, we're rubbish, we're terrible, because these are facts of life. The sky's blue, grass is green. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer ain't the right man for Manchester United. It's done. It is so done. And if he comes out and says we played well second half because we didn't concede, what a crock of shit that is. Like, seriously. We didn't concede because Manchester City didn't want us to concede second half. They played with us the whole game. They played with us. And I'm tired of Man United, or they're a work in progress, or a project, or a long-term project. Sir Alex Ferguson hasn't been in charge at this point for what? Nearly, 9 years or whatever? It's the longest project ever. It's over schedule, it's over time, it's over budget, and it's bad. If this was an actual real project, you'd pull the plug on it. You'd say, where's the return on investment? The Glazers obviously don't care. All they care is that they take the dividends out, but they'll start to care when even with this squad, we can't even get to a top 4. And I know people will be saying, well, and you can still qualify top 4. But with this side, should we really? That's our thing this season? As long as we get in top 4. Are you shitting me? We've got Cristiano Ronaldo. It's just embarrassing. It really, really is embarrassing. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, to be honest with you. Like everyone said, could have seen this coming a mile off before the game. Could have seen it coming a mile off. It's not surprising. It's just embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And what do you expect? What do you expect? And the crowd are still chanting Ollie's at the wheel, and it's just so easy. It's so easy. And like this sent Man United. You set up with a flat back five for the first half and were shocking. Second half, the only reason you haven't conceded is because Manchester City decided that they don't want us to concede anymore. How many shots have we had in the entire game? On target, 2, I think, if that. It's over. It is so over. Do I think the board will do anything about it? I don't know. I really don't. But they can't watch this and say that's acceptable. We've seen 2 performances, back-to-back home games that have been shocking. You know? What can they say? It hasn't been a derby. Thomas Lowland says, easiest derby win City will ever have. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gabriel Jesus. Kyle Walker nearly tried to get in there. But it's just crap. It's crap. It's poor. It's rubbish. And there's not really much more to say, to be honest. 15 seconds left. Sancho. It's not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Apart from down the table. Bruno Fernandes whips the ball in. Ronaldo. Headed wide. And then John Stones got a touch to it to keep that clean sheet. Well, if that had gone in, we wouldn't have deserved it at all. No, not at all. Tellez puts the ball in. Edison was struggling to get there, but there's an offside anyway. That'll be all she wrote, it looks like, guys. That's it. Full time. Man United 0, Manchester City 2. Crowd boos. Crowds over it. I'm over it. I don't know about you. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. It's over. It's just absolutely over. It's poor. It's shambolic. And where do Manchester United go from here? Seriously, where do we go from here? It really is. Dara says, it might not have been a thrashing looking at the score, but it was a footballing lesson and a thrashing on the pitch. End the pain, Ollie out. We'll leave you with that one. I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so with DJ for the match reaction, so be sure to stay tuned for that. This stream should direct you to there anyway, so we'll be on in about 10 minutes' time. I'll speak for you again very, very soon. 10 minutes' time, but the pain only gets worse for Manchester United. Speak to you in a bit.